Edward Menchey was born on September the 15th, 1815, in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a town that would remain central to his life and work. On September 24th, 1840, he married Mary Magdalene Hoffman of nearby Arentsville, Adams County, beginning a partnership that would shape both their family and a small but enduring corner of Gettysburg's history. Years earlier, in 1835, Edward had purchased a lot in Cooper's Addition, Lot 5, for $525, property now known as 259 South Washington Street. It was here in 1842 that he established a pottery in partnership with John Slider. A skilled craftsman, Menchey brought with him a knowledge of traditional pottery making that would leave its mark on the neighborhood. What began as a modest enterprise soon became a familiar and steady presence along South Washington Street, woven into the rhythms of everyday life. When Slider sold his interest to Menchey on March 27, 1851, the pottery passed fully into family hands. For nearly 4 decades, from about 1843 until Edward's death in 1882, Menchey Pottery produced practical kitchenware and flower pots on man-powered wheels. These simple utilitarian objects, shaped by hand and fired with care, found their way into homes throughout the community. The Menchey family retained ownership of the property for 115 years, leaving behind a quiet but lasting imprint on Gettysburg's local industry and daily life. Edward and Mary raised 8 children over the course of 17 years, balancing the demands of family life with the steady labor of the pottery. After Edward's death on May 9, 1882, at the age of 66, Mary continued to operate the business for a time, a testament to her resilience and the central role the pottery played in the family's livelihood. When Mary Menchey died in 1916 at her home on South Washington Street, she was remembered as Gettysburg's oldest resident in the 100th year of her life. Her obituary recalled that in her later years, she had been confined to a chair, living quietly after a lifetime of work and endurance. Each morning she was helped from her bed, and each evening returned again. Small daily rituals marking the close of a long and demanding life. The building itself bears the marks of time and change. Physical evidence and newspaper accounts suggest improvements in 1869, 1874, and 1888, with further renovations undertaken in 1989 by Stanley and Mary Patrick. During that later work, fragments of the past surfaced. A signed builder's check from 1874, a hand-dug well likely dating to around 1840, revealed when an outbuilding was removed and objects scattered on the floor. A Union mini-ball, a copper coin, and shards of pottery, silent reminders of labor, conflict, and everyday life. Beyond South Washington Street, Edward Menchey also owned land on East Cemetery Hill. In the fall of 1863, his heirs sold this 13 acres property for $230, including a spring at the base of the hill, to the Gettysburg Battlefield Memorial Association. The nearby Baltimore and Shippensburg Road, which still bears his name, the Menchey Spring quietly preserves that connection to the landscape. Today, Edward and Mary Menchey rest together in Evergreen Cemetery in Gettysburg. Their story of craft, family, perseverance, and place remains embedded in the soil of the town they helped shape, one wheel-turned vessel at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more local videos. Thanks for watching.